Hi everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the perfect 10 places to visit in Vietnam. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. A long, narrow country squeezed in between the South China Sea and the Laos and Cambodia borders, Vietnam is a land of striking landscapes that range from the lush rice terraces and forested mountains in the north to the picturesque valleys of the Central Highlands and the fertile delta and beautiful beaches of the south. Vietnam has seen its fair share of struggles. Ruled for almost 1,000 years by various Chinese dynasties until 938 AD, Vietnam became a French protectorate in the 19th century. After independence, there was the Vietnam War. Today, Vietnam is a proud country and you can see why. Not just for fiercely defending its own independence, but for its incredible landscapes and history. 10. Mekong Delta. Known as the Rice Bowl of Vietnam, the Mekong Delta is one of the most scenic regions of Vietnam. A land of winding waterways, mangrove forests, floating markets and lush green rice fields. Life here is governed by the ebb and flow of Southeast Asia's most iconic river. You can travel the mighty Mekong by boat, stopping at the famous floating markets of Chau Doc, Can Tho or Cai Rang, where traders and farmers come to buy and sell fruit, vegetables and fish. You can also head out into the Mekong Delta on bicycles, roaming through peaceful villages where you'll see children riding on the backs of water buffaloes and farmers tending to their glimmering rice fields. The best time to visit the Mekong Delta is during the dry season between December and April, with blue skies and low humidity. The Mekong Delta is located close to Ho Chi Minh, and you can take a day tour from the city to explore the waterways and floating markets. For an immersive Mekong experience, we recommend spending 1 or 2 nights in one of the towns located along the river, or taking a longer trip through Cambodia by boat along the Mekong. 9. Da Nang. A laid-back coastal city in central Vietnam, Da Nang is brimming with natural beauty and cultural attractions. You'll need a few days here to soak up all the sights, including Marble Mountains, a group of mountains with a maze of caves and trails, and a number of gorgeous temples to explore. Visit My Key Beach, a stunning white sand beach with plenty of water sports, or the wonderful Ba Na Hills Sunworld, a fairy-tale complex modeled after an old European city, featuring the world's longest cable car lift. You also can't miss the Golden Bridge Hand, where you'll find 2 giant stone hands emerging out of the mountain to cradle the Golden Bridge. Suspended 1,400 meters above sea level, with panoramic views over the valley and the Trong Son Mountains, Da Nang's newest architectural attraction has drawn huge crowds from all over the world. Da Nang weather is at its best from February to May, with warm temperatures and clear skies. The hottest months run from May to September, while the rainy season brings showers from September to February. You can fly into Da Nang International Airport from airports around Vietnam and the rest of the world. For the best views of Da Nang, make your way up the steep, winding road to Sun Tra Peninsula, with plenty of sights along the way including the Man Thai Fishing Village, a 67-meter-tall Lady Buddha statue, the giant banyan tree, and Monkey Passage. 8. Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon. Ho Chi Minh, formerly known as Saigon, is the biggest city in all of Vietnam. It's also the old capital of the Republic of Vietnam. When Saigon fell to the north in 1975, it was renamed to HCMC, yet its former name is still used today, particularly when describing the beating heart of the city. Hoi Chi Minh has a bit of everything: temples, museums, parks, and tourist shopping. Whatever your interests, you'll find something to do here. Head to the top of the Saigon Skydeck for an astonishing 360-degree view of the city, especially impressive at night when the lights twinkle on below. History buffs should not miss the chance to explore the mysterious network of the Cu Kai Tunnels, the headquarters for many military operations during the Vietnam War. The 5 stories of Reunification Palace, also known as the Independence Palace, is also a fascinating place to go. It's a famous spot in Vietnam's history as it captures the time when Saigon fell as a tank broke through the gates of the palace. A replica of this same tank can be seen on the grass outside the palace. If you're curious to learn more about the war, you'll enjoy a visit to the War Remnants Museum or the Museum of Vietnamese History. 7. HCMC's Independence Palace and War Remnants Museum. Wartime legacies are prominent attractions in Ho Chi Minh City, and these 2 museums are the most popular, equally fascinating, and a must-do experience. The imposing Independence Palace, or Reunification Palace, is of great symbolic importance in the nation's history. Formerly, the South Vietnam government's HQ and official presidential residence, this was where North Vietnamese army tanks crashed through the main gates on April 30, 1975. The defining fall of Saigon moment and the start of reunification. Now a national cultural and historical relic, museum and VIP function space, this landmark monolith building, ensconced in pretty grounds, stands frozen in time from that fateful day. Take a guided tour through 5 floors and rooms preserved in the 1960s and 1970s time warp. Highlights include the bomb-proof basement, with secret tunnels and war command room, kitschy cinema and casino, and glittering reception halls. Although somber and gut-wrenching, the War Remnants Museum is the city's most visited museum, where a series of exhibition rooms starkly chronicles the horrors and futility of war, both the Vietnam and Indochina Wars. Shocking exhibits contain graphic photojournalism, notorious, tiger cages, and legacies of chemical defoliants, while the outer courtyard is littered with wartime fighter planes, tanks, and bomb varieties. 6. Dalat. Year-round cool weather and idyllic scenery of misty valleys, lush pine trees and colorful flowers are some of the reasons that Dalat was once used by Vietnamese emperors and French colonials as a summer retreat. Today, this charming town in the south-central highlands of Vietnam is a popular destination for honeymooners, weekend getaways and for those looking for relief from the heat. A walkable city, Dalat is a beautiful scene of French colonial architecture and villas set amid picturesque landscapes. The city is well known for its royal palaces that were owned by the last emperor of Vietnam. These lovely palaces are open for tours, as is the Hang Na Guest House, the city's most bizarre attraction. Informally called the Crazy House, this structure is a fantastical construction with caves, spider webs and shapes of animals and mushrooms. Dalat's lively market is a great place to find fruits, flowers and vegetables grown in the local area, as well as handicrafts and silk-embroidered items. 5. My Son. Located on the central coast of Vietnam near the Dui Phu village is the important archaeological site known as My Son. One of Southeast Asia's most notable heritage sites, My Son was once a significant center of religious Hindu ceremonies where the kings of the Champa kingdom built numerous temples devoted to the worship of the god, Shiva, between the 4th and 14th centuries. Believed to have once contained more than 70 temples that were constructed with brick and decorative carvings and sculptures bearing scenes of animals, priests, gods, mythical battles and inscriptions of Sanskrit and Champa. My Son today features a complex of ruins in varying states of disarray and repair, all arranged in several groups. Within the site is a museum where visitors can check out exhibits and artifacts to better understand and appreciate the ruins. Near the entrance of My Son are a few cafes, food vendors and a shop selling souvenirs. At certain times of the day, visitors can watch live Champa dance performances. Additionally, the site is surrounded by jungle, hills and a lake where visitors can enjoy hiking and kayaking. My Son is often reached by organized tour groups from HOIN. However, visitors can also arrive at My Son by motorbike rentals. 4. Sapa. Tracing the border with China, Sapa is a captivating remote town in the Hoang Linh Son Mountains of northern Vietnam. Its elevation 1,500 meters above sea level is nothing to scoff at when you're trekking the terraced hills and slopes around this high-altitude mountain town. While there's plenty of natural beauty to tempt you to this far-reached corner of the country, much of Sapa's appeal lies in its raw and authentic culture. Days are spent trekking through rice paddies, rural villages untouched by tourism, and the clouds of Phan Xiphan, Vietnam's highest peak. Scenery aside, the highlight is hands down the opportunity to chat with these fascinating people along the way. Local kids will tag along and try to sell you some of their handmade jewelry or simply try to improve their English by speaking to you. In the town of Sapa itself, there are attractive French colonial sites worth visiting, such as the Gothic Church, the town square and City Hall. Sapa is a major market town where the various ethnic tribes in the area often gather to sell their handicrafts, which make excellent souvenirs. At the Sapa Culture Museum, visitors can learn all about the history and cultures of these ethnic groups. 3. Hue. Hue, formerly known as the Panduranga of Cham Kingdom, was once the imperial capital of Vietnam. Located in the central region, Hue had a huge role to play in the Vietnam War. Captured by the Viet Cong for a total of 24 days, Thousands of people were killed here if they were thought to be sympathizers of the South. Today, the city is split in two by the Perfume River. The old city with its ancient ruined citadel lies to the north and the modern-day city to the south. The demilitarized zone, which marks the official former border, is one of the most popular day trips from Hue, while the Thien Mu Pagoda is the city's official symbol. 2. Hoin. Laid back and charismatic with a charm all of its own, Hoin is the highlight of any Vietnam itinerary. Located south of Da Nang within cycling distance of some excellent warm water beaches along the central coast, this atmospheric old town is a feast of color, where bright and cheerful lanterns adorn each and every building. The narrow, winding lanes of the old town are lined with beautiful historic buildings, Chinese temples and wooden-fronted shops with excellent opportunities for retail therapy. There's plenty to fill your afternoons in Hoin. Browse the market, wrangle a tempting spa deal, and get a dress or tailored suit handmade for you at one of the town's many illustrious tailors. Don't leave without a visit to the gorgeous Japanese covered bridge and the glaze-roofed Chinese merchant houses that date back hundreds of years and house a quarter of the town's population. 1. Ha Long Bay. Located about 130 kilometers, 80 miles, east of Hanoi in northern Vietnam, Ha Long Bay is celebrated for its gorgeous emerald hue waters, thousands of spectacular limestone karsts, astonishing waterside caves, and beautiful tree-topped islands. It's a popular location for adventure. Scuba diving, kayaking, hiking, and rock climbing can all be enjoyed in and around Cat Ba National Park. For those who wish to simply relax and enjoy the views, there are numerous Ha Long Bay cruises to choose from basic to top-level luxury. The thousands of islands scattered about the bay are a real mixture, ranging from isolated landmasses home to free-roaming monkeys and antelope to bigger inhabited islands with some fantastic beaches. Boat cruises are the best way to experience the natural wonder of Ha Long Bay. With hundreds of boats ranging from traditional Chinese junks to luxury cruisers, boat tours can vary from day trips to multiple night journeys. These tours often provide meals, nightlife activities and excursion stops where islands, caves and lagoons can be explored. Most boat cruises are arranged either from Hanoi or from ports such as Haiphong, Ha Long City and Kai Rong. As with most holidays on the water, Ha Long Bay is easily affected by the weather. Plan your trip between March and June to get the most out of your visit. Thanks for watching.